In this video, we're going to talk about mean comments. Actually, we're going to talk about mean comments from probably Handyman. They may not all be from Handyman, I get that, but here's the deal. All of y'all don't like what I do. I understand that, that's fine, you don't have to. We're going to go through and we're going to talk about the comments that we got, and we're going to do it right now. So this one's from Mr. Walker. Trained pro means... There's two types of handymen. The ones that actually do good work, check codes, and do things proper. Me as a homeowner, I'm assuming, and handyman. Me as a homeowner, I DIY and do it properly. The type you refer to are the scammers. On the other hand, some of these so-called licensed techs do worse work than if you just did it yourself. Man, he's tough. My old GF, guy friend, girlfriend, one or the other, friend's father is a mechanic and he doesn't have a certification. His words were that a cert means nothing. You can get ASE off a truck for 75 bucks. It's experience and the willing to do the things properly is what counts. You know what? I've got to agree with you a lot. Learning to do it properly and doing it properly are sometimes two different things. Sometimes handymen that don't study code, don't go to continuing education, don't learn from a master growing up through the trades may not know what's right, but they may know what they learned from someone else. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there's not some handyman out there that can do some great work. But the thing is, here in Texas, the law requires a license, a permit, and an inspection for most things. And that's why I say that's what we ought to go by. The reason being is, if somebody without a license goes in and does work and even does it right, but that work fails, that homeowner is not going to be covered because the insurance isn't going to cover it because it was not installed by a licensed professional. So Mr. Walker, I'm just saying, look, anything you want to do at home, you're free to do it. Homeowners here in Texas can do the exact same thing. But just like a plumber, a licensed plumber, they're supposed to pull a permit and get it inspected to make sure everything's done the right way. I agree. Experience is what it's all about. But if you didn't learn the right way, what kind of experience are you getting? This one's from Mr. Williams. Handyman here. Cheaper than plumber and licensed, so I get to fix plenty of plumbers' mess ups too. Cheaper than plumber and licensed. So if he's licensed, why is he doing plumbing if he's not a plumber? I don't know where he's at. But my thing is, he says he's a handyman and he's doing plumbing. Now, in your state, maybe handyman can do plumbing. Guys, look, I have nothing wrong with that. When I talk about plumbing being done by licensed people, I'm talking about the state of Texas where my license is. And I have seen plenty of times some jacked up handyman come in. I've even talked to some on the phone. They're like,
well, all you're going to do is stick shark bites on there.
No, I'm not, because we don't do that. But I know a whole lot of handymen that do.
Anyway, I am a plumber and I have a license, so I can do it. I don't know. Maybe you don't have to have a plumbing license to do plumbing where you're at. Maybe a handyman license works. That could be. This one's from Mr. Beltzner. Mr. Beltzner says, guy's out there in his coronavirus mask, trying to feed his family, hired to do a job. You invade his personal space and take over his job. You are absolutely ridiculous, man. This is what happens when they grandfather someone with a license. I've seen guys like this talk crap my whole career and have grandfathered plumbing licenses and never been through a state certified apprenticeship program. I want you to post your apprenticeship number or your apprenticeship program information. Most guys like this have no formal education, and plumbing tests were super easy back in day. Back in, I'm assuming he means the day. A lot of guys got grandfathered in and never had to take an exam. Well, Mr. Beltzman, you picked the wrong guy here. Or Mr. Beltzner, sorry about that. You picked the wrong guy because I've taken the journeyman. I got out of plumbing for a while, so I took the journeyman again. I've taken the master, journeyman med gas, the master med gas, the master WSPS, the master multipurpose residential, and I've sat through the class for the RMP. You're right, I did not have a formal training. I was open shop, so I was a helper. But I did, once I joined the union, become an instructor in the union because I knew what I was talking about. So where you think I got my license grandfathered in from, I have no idea. But I promise you, I have probably taken the Texas plumbing exam more than anybody because of all the endorsements, but I've never failed the test. So where are you coming up with this one, man? I don't know. Do you have a license or are you just one of those hacks that like to just complain about other people's videos, because you don't talk about anything here that you've actually done. Just kind of curious. Those are the thoughts that go through my head. So we've got Mr. Belsner again. This is good. I think running up a man while he's hired to solve an issue is dishonest and conspiring against his character. I'm a master plumber in the state of Florida. Good. With no ties to anyone in the video or their companies. If they wanted you to be there and fix it, they should have called you first. Run up me on a job site before I'm finished. Oh my gosh. It looked like the guy was cameraing the sewer and you run up on him and do a blow up ball test, and the guy cameraing could have located the issue because most sewer cameras have locators, and I'm a state of Florida apprenticeship graduate. Good for you. Journeyman and master plumber. The bald-headed man in this video is a con artist conspiring against his local tradesman. I suggest you take this video down because it makes you look horrible. Well, here we go again, Mr. Belsner. Number one, I was hired by the real estate company that represents the buyer on this house, because the quack that you saw there that was there had actually finished and told them that test passed. There were no leaks. There was nothing wrong. So apparently, man, you're lost. I was hired. I didn't run up with him. He chose to meet me out there to let me show him me doing the test and proving that it was wrong. And he admitted, yes, you're right. There is a leak here. His company is the one who lied to the people and told them it was fixed. There were no leaks. When we went out, we located leaks up under the slab. They came out and sold them a BS job of a replacement sewer relay out in the yard. We didn't have any problems with the sewer relay. The sewer relay looked good and it drained good every time we filled up to do isolation tests. I love the fact that you've got a Florida apprenticeship, journeyman, and master. Must be pretty easy to get because this is just kind of funny. If you think that a plumber ripping people off, telling them something holds and works is okay, what kind of plumbing company do you run? Because I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, hey, I was there that day. That apprentice, tradesman, journeyman, whatever you want to call him, he was really an apprentice, but he was helping run his grandparents' company, literally stood there and told us, no, everything passed. Everything's good. I know it. But then when I filled it up and did a water test and it wouldn't hold water, he says, well, I guess you're right. And I asked him right there on camera, do you agree that this is leaking? Yeah, well, we tested it, or my people told me they did. Here's the thing. A buyer in Texas has the right to cover his ass too, and that's what these people did. I got called by the real estate agent and represented the buyer. And then later, the homeowner, who's the actual seller, called me and had me come back and test it again after his people fixed it again. So think what you want. This was an honest, legit, true job. Nobody ran up on anybody and did anything. This one's by Mr. Echevarria. Hope I got the name right. Don't want to offend you. I don't think I need to tell you that I have unsubscribed for your videos, right? Good luck with that, dude. I'm out. This is the one about talking about reviews on Yelp. Guys, look, I'm a plumber. If I read plumbing reviews, I just want to tell you the way I see it. Some of those people, some of the reviews, I thought, hey, there could be a reason for this. Some of them, though, kind of get stuck in your throat and make you want to cough it up. This one is from Kaizo. Dumb as... I can't even say that on here. I mean, I probably could, but it'd get beeped out. Maybe he means himself for thinking plumbers can't make $100,000 a year. Because I'm telling you, I know plumbers all across the country that make that and more. Guys, plumbing is a great career. It's a great choice. It's a great option. And if you think you can't make good money, maybe you are dumb as... So this one's from Mr. DeVito. And this is funny because this is where I'm telling people, look, anybody can be a plumber. If you're willing to work hard, learn, train, grow, educate yourself, and do the job, you can be. And he says, I'm full of it. I need to get a life. Well, I have one. I'm a plumber. It works for me. This one is from Mr. De Madness. Guy has never heard of a recirculator. Also, doesn't show the water at all. Why are you making this up? Seriously, this guy knows absolutely nothing at all, just tossing BS information out at every opportunity. This is about tankless water heaters, tank versus tankless. And everything that I mentioned in there is actually true. Now, I don't know why I didn't show any water. I guess you need to know it's a water heater, not just a heater. I mean, I don't know. I don't even get this, but got to tell you, that video is actually pretty honest. And I got a lot of feedback from it saying that people enjoyed it and learned something, and it helped them to make a decision. So, Mr. De Madness, I'm sorry about your bad luck. to work for us. Mr. Aminium Shadows says, this guy is full of it in a clogged drain. There is no jobs in this trade, and the not a nice word homeowner doesn't want to pay the price. You know, if you're doing crappy work, people aren't going to pay it. Here's the thing. Guys, this is a great trade. And if you build a good, reputable plumbing company, you've got great recommendations, you've got great referrals, you've got good people that work for you and take care of people. This is a wonderful career, a great way to build a business, to own your company, to do all the things that you want to do. But here's the thing, you do things right. You take care of your customers, you treat them well, and man, you don't call them names like this. I mean, think about it like this. When people buy cars, there's Jaguar, there's Mercedes, there's BMWs, there's Lexus, there's Cadillac, but there's also a lot of lower cost cars out there. Some people will pay for something that's better. If you really want to grow a good plumbing company, build it better. Half Star Film says, get off your high horse. Plumbing is insanely easy to do. Electrical and HVAC isn't difficult either. 99% of the people doing this licensed skilled labor are techs working under someone who has the license. In Texas, you've actually got to have a license. You've even got to be registered as an apprentice to just learn how to do it. Number one, I know I'm in Texas. I'm not on a high horse. My horses don't smoke that stuff. But it is easy to do. That's why I made the video. Anybody can become a plumber. Anybody can become an electrician. If you're willing to work at anything in life, you can do it. It just so happens that I think the trades are a great alternative to college, can help people get in and have a good career and learn to really do things well. So as you can see, not everybody likes me. Look, I got broad shoulders and a big butt. I can handle it. I make videos to help people. Trust me, as you can see, everybody doesn't agree with me. But you know what? The good thing is they don't have to. I don't mind telling people about comments that we get that are bad. I do take them down or they don't show up because I've got certain words blocked. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to make videos to help people. Teach people how to get into the trades, to help people become a better tradesperson, to help good tradespeople that want to open their own company learn what to do, and to help people that own their company learn how to do things better. I hope that the information that I'm putting out, you get value out of. You like it, you comment about it, you subscribe to the channel, you share the videos if you like it. I'm putting this information out there to help people. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got bad comments, please don't leave them down below. If you've got good comments, I'd love to hear from you. Hope you enjoyed this. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the expert plumber. See you in the next video if you don't get flushed. Some of these people are gonna get flushed.